Just find a nice comfortable position. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths in through the nose. Let's count in to 5. So counting in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. And exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. A couple more. And last one together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's bring the feet up for some hamstring stretches. So nice and dynamic. Bringing the legs down, bending at the knees, straightening them, being sure to keep the toes back towards the shins. All right, now let's bring the left leg down, keep the right leg up. Let's extend it out to the side. Make sure to keep those toes flexed. Bring it back to center and then over the other side. Back to center. Now let's switch it out. Bring the left leg up, bring it out to the side as far as it'll go, keeping those toes back toward the shins. Back to center and now cross the midline the other direction. All right, back to center, both feet on the ground. Now what we're gonna do is some leg lifts. So I'm gonna straighten my legs and we're just gonna bring them straight up. Be sure to engage the core. You're gonna be using a lot of hip flexors. Engage the abs so your back is flat on the mat. Last one. All right, feet to earth. Now, I'm gonna do a couple bridge ups. So on the inhale, we're gonna sweep the hands up overhead, lifting the glutes off the ground. So inhale up. And then exhale, slowly set it all down. Inhale everything up. Set it down. Last one. And set it down. Okay, now what we're gonna do here is a reverse plank. So I'm gonna come back up here on my hands, dig my heels into the ground, bring those shins back, and then lift the glutes up off the ground, keeping your body in a nice straight line. It's keeping the neck in line with the spine. Drop it back a little bit, engage the core, press energy down through the heels, push the floor away, you're not sagging in the shoulders. Can you hold it for just another breath? All right, release. Let's set it down. Let's meet on hands and knees for a couple of cat cows. Wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. We're gonna inhale for cow, belly down toward the ground, and then switch. Exhale it all out for cat. Push the floor away, rounding through the shoulders. Inhale for cow. Really try to get every vertebra moving in these two poses. And exhale for cat. All right, let's tuck the toes, find our plank, push back in a downward facing dog. All right, from here, it's our first downward facing dog. Feel free to walk out the dog. Make sure those hamstrings are nice and loose. We got 10 toes are facing forward. We're pushing energy through the thigh bones toward the back of the mat. All right, let's find three-legged dog. Raise that right leg up. Spin the hips open for a hip opener. And now we're going to thread the needle with our foot. So bring that foot right on through in between the hand and the foot. And this is a half fallen triangle. So with this pose, keep that foot back towards the shin. Really try to be strong in through the shoulders here. We're creating that adduction that we were doing earlier when we were on our backs on the ground. All right, now bring that knee back to center. and step it on through. Spin the back heel down, a good heel to arch alignment, standing up strong for warrior two. Making sure your 5 toes are facing the front of the mat, shoulder blades are down the back. Engage those abs, so bring those hips up into the ribs. And we're gonna lean forward for side angle. If you don't have your blocks with you, the good variation that you can use for side angle is just resting your forearm on that thigh bone. Want to be sure that we're not putting too much weight into that joint, so it's a nice light pressure. Let's spin the hands down toward the ground. We're gonna meet in the center of the mat. Heels in, toes out, or rising up for goddess. Here, we're just gonna do a little bit of swaying from one knee to the other. We're shifting our weight so one leg is fully straight while the other one takes the weight. Try to engage those abs, keeping those hips tucked into the ribs. Nice tall posture. Last one. All right, hands down, top of the mat. Bring the right foot back, downward facing dog. All right, let's do everything again on the left side. So bring the left foot up, really opening up in through the hips, and thread the needle with that foot in between the right hand and right foot. Half fallen triangle on this side. Be sure to engage those toes back towards the shins. Really feel a stretch through the left outer hip. All right, let's bring it back to middle and step it on through. Spin the back heel down, rising up into warrior two. Keep it here for just a second. Take a nice inhale. Then exhale, let's find our way into side angle. Really try to open up through the rib cage, turning our chest up toward the sky just a little bit. One more breath here. And let's spin the hands down. On the other side, we're going in for goddess, so heels in, toes out, rising up. And then shifting our weight from one leg to the other, making sure we're taking turns with having one leg fully straight while the other one supports our weight. Tall spine, good posture. All right, hands down, top of the mat, back in a downward facing dog. All right, similar flow, but this time the right leg is gonna go up. And we're gonna go for a full fallen triangle. So bring that left hand up this time. Really trying to open up the rib cage. Feel this gentle twist here. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, plant the hand back down, foot back to center, and then step it on through for warrior two. Spin the back heel down. Staying here for just a breath. Inhale, and then down for side angle. Maybe this one can be a little bit deeper. Maybe hand goes all the way down to the floor this time. If not, always feel free to go back to the last variation. From here, we're just gonna glide our fingertips up and down our shins. Maybe it's a big glide because you can go all the way to the floor. Maybe it's just a couple of inches up toward your knee. Either way, give me one more all the way up, all the way down. Now spin the hands down. Side of the mat for goddess, heels in, toes out, rising up. What we're gonna do this time is push off with our left leg. So we are going to push off, stand up, bring that left leg out, squat, push off, lift that left leg up. Last one here, squatting and then pushing up. Highest lift yet. Hands down, top of the mat. Downward facing dog. Everything again on the left side. So bring the left foot up. Thread it on through. We're gonna do a full fallen triangle here. Keeping those toes back toward the shins. Rotating through the chest. See if you can look up towards the sky. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale, let's set the hand down. Bring the foot back to the middle. Step it on through. Spin the back heel down, rising up into warrior two for just a second. Then down into side angle. Find your pose here before we get started into our gliding up and down our shin. Let's get started going up and then down. Remember to keep breathing. Big body weight exercise or a big stretch. Last one. All right, spin the hands down. Center of the mat, heels in, toes out. All right, now this time we're gonna be pushing off with our right leg. So bend, push, and lift that leg up. All right, give me another one. Push and lift. Last one. All right, hands down, top of the mat. Find your plank. Downward facing dog. Let's hold this for just a couple of breaths here. In through the nose, try to steady your breathing. One more breath. All right, this time we're just gonna lean forward into plank and we're gonna work on some side planks. So we're gonna start with our right hand, so make sure that it's ready to bear weight. You're pushing the floor away, pushing through the thumb and index side of the hand, flat palm. Lift the left hand up. Option to stay here, or you can even try a star plank. Just be sure we're flexing those toes back, engaging the core, lifting the hips. All right, set it down. Let's try it on the other side. Getting the left hand ready, pushing through the thumb and index finger, flat palms. Push the floor away. Find your side plank. And then maybe the top leg lifts. Shin is pointing back, energy through the heels. All right, set it down. Very good. All right. Let's come down to a seated position. And then all the way down, laying flat on our back. So what we're gonna do here is bring that left leg up, bring the right foot on that left knee, get a good figure four stretch. Option to push that knee away, bring it in closer even if you want a bigger stretch. Whatever you do, plant that left leg and we're gonna twist. So bring that right foot to the floor. Be sure that you're keeping your right shoulder planted on the ground. We don't want the right shoulder coming up and off. And this big twist. All right, back to center. Let's switch it out. So right foot down, left foot on the right knee. Find our figure four stretch, whatever variation that your body likes today. Plant the right foot, and now plant the left. Big twist, take a deep inhale. And exhale, maybe you'll find that that twist gets just a little bit bigger. Last breath here. All right, back to center. Let's bring both legs down. What we're gonna do here, I like to call it a banana because you kind of end up in the shape of a banana, but we'll bring the hands up overhead. And the left hand is gonna grab the right. We're gonna bring those shoulders over to the right as well. And then option to cross the left foot over the right. Really big side body stretch. Goes all the way up from your shoulder, all the way down your IT band on the leg. All right, let's release the foot. Bring the top back to center. We're gonna switch it out to the other side. So now my left hand is gonna grab my right wrist. We'll bring the shoulders on over to the left. Cross the right foot over the left. Side body stretch on that right side. Take a deep inhale here. All right, come back to center. Top half, uncross your legs. See if we can find a couple centering breaths to end our practice. Inhale through the nose. Can we come back to that count of 5 that we started with? And exhale. This next one, let's count it together. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. I hope you enjoyed our Black Hills quick yoga flow. May your vacation yoga practice continue to thrive.